Two major Supreme Court decisions came down today. One protects religious freedom and liberties for those in the workforce, and another rejects the use of race as a factor in college admissions. Capitol Hill correspondent Eric Rosales brings us this report from the Supreme Court.
Good evening, Tracy. First, let's talk about the religious freedom case. The justices voted unanimously in favor of a Christian U.S. postal carrier who refused to deliver Amazon packages on Sunday. He said it was against his religion. The fill-in mail carrier, Jared Groff, who worked in the Amish country in Pennsylvania, said he was told he was going to be fired if he couldn't work on the Sabbath because it resulted in extra work for other employees and worsened morale. Groff eventually left his job over the Sunday shifts, but hoped the lawsuit would mean others wouldn't have to choose between their job and religion. Supporters outside the court praised the justice's decision, saying for the first time it gives people serious about their faith teeth.
We all want to live in a country where you don't have to choose between your faith and your livelihood. If we have to, we'll do it. Right? We know the words of Christ. We know the example. But is that what we want?
Groff's attorney says, quote, the court's decision today restores religious freedom to every American in the workplace. This decision will positively help millions and millions of Americans, those who work now and their children and grandchildren. In the other case, the justices rejected the use of race as a factor in college admissions as a violation of the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause. In a 6-3 decision, Chief Justice John Roberts wrote in the majority opinion that, quote, a benefit to a student who overcame racial discrimination, for example, must be tied to that student's courage and determination. The student must be treated based on his or her experiences as an individual, not on the basis of race. Both sides spoke out.
This is a historic victory for Asian Americans because all children will no longer be treated as second-class citizens in college admission.
This decision today sends a message that you can work very hard, and literally colleges and universities are allowed to have certain criteria and set certain limits that then can decide the fate of one's life outside of their own impetus and outside of their own agency. This is a problem.
Tomorrow, we are expected to get a decision from the High Court about whether President Biden and the Department of Education has the ability to forgive nearly $750 billion in student loan debt. I'll stay on top of the issue. Outside the U.S. Supreme Court, Eric Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.